MODEX in Atlanta has just come to an end. MODEX is one of the largest trade shows for logistics technology in the world. And next week there will be LogiMAT in Stuttgart. And LogiMAT perhaps is even larger than MODEX. And I wasn't in Atlanta, that's too far, but I will be in Stuttgart and I'm quite excited about it. I'm really looking forward to it because it always feels like a class reunion. You get to see so many people who you don't normally see. I only see them through a screen, but a lot of friends, customers, former colleagues will be there. And so I go there mostly to talk to people. I do not go there because of the technology. And that is because I do not expect any novel technologies to be found at these trade shows, actually. And let me explain that, because maybe that's a bit of a controversial statement. When I look at the announcements of companies about the technologies that they will exhibit at these trade shows, then almost always it is some improved version of what they had before or of what somebody else has had before. Almost never is it a game-changing technology. For a technology to be a game changer, it either needs to be much better or it needs to be much cheaper than any of the technologies that have been previously available. And most of the time, neither of these two conditions is met. We will see a lot of goods-to-person technologies, new storage technologies for goods-to-person systems. We will see a lot of piece-picking robots. We will see a lot of AGVs. Piece-picking robots have been around for 15 years, and yes, they become better. They become more versatile, they become faster, and many of them also become more expensive. AGVs have been around for 40 years, and yes, they are better today than they were some years ago, and there are some new companies on the market that are doing a better job than some of the incumbents. But all in all, that is not what gets me excited, or what should get anybody excited. To contrast that, think about what AutoStore did 25 years ago, or maybe really 10 years ago. It was invented 25 years ago or so, but it really started changing the landscape some 10 years ago. Now, when AutoStore came around, they changed everything. They changed the way we store small parts with bins, because they did it very efficiently and they did it cheaper and faster and more reliably than we were able to do with the previously available technology. So we had single-level shuttles, multi-level shuttles, we had mini-load stacker cranes, and all of these technologies are great, but AutoStore really ate their lunch for a number of reasons. Now, I don't expect to find anything like this anymore. I think we have reached a technological plateau in many domains of logistics technology. Now, AutoStore, now it exists, it receives some improvements from its mother company. There are also a lot of derivatives of AutoStore that improve the original concept of AutoStore, such as volume dive, such as grid store, such as IntelliStore. But it's still the original concept. So also these things I would consider incremental improvements, incremental changes. I think there's only one technology really on the market at the moment that has emerged recently since AutoStore that is really doing things very differently than everybody else, and that might be InStock from California. InStock has this amazing concept with these little vehicles that drive around, and they drive up the walls, they drive under the ceiling, and they stack bins. But they do it in a very different way. And it's by no means clear that what they do is much better than any of the technologies that we already have, but at least it's very different, so there is a chance it could be much better. It's very hard to assess from a technical perspective. When I look at this, I cannot say with any certainty that in stock improves the way we store and retrieve bins drastically? I really don't know. We will see. When I talked to Diego on the podcast, then Diego's the CEO of InStock, my impression was that he knows what he's doing and that he has very good reasons for why he's doing what he's doing and that he has a plan. So that gives me some confidence. But I really don't know. I have no idea. Anyway, so I will be in Stuttgart on day 1 and on day 3. I hope to see many of you there. If you happen to have any technology that you believe the world needs to know about and that you think is truly novel and revolutionary, please do let me know and I'll be very happy to update my opinion. All right? See you there. Bye-bye.